Jesus' third word from the cross comes to us from the Gospel of John, chapter 19, verses 26 to 27. When Jesus saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved standing near, he said to his mother, "Woman, behold your son." Then he said to the disciple, "Behold your mother." And from that hour the disciple took her to his own home. In this passage, just like in the wedding at Cana, Jesus calls his mother woman, not as an insult, but as a way of showing that Mary stands in for the new woman of creation, the new Eve. At creation, a woman, Eve, helps lead humanity into sin. But here at the crucifixion, the new woman, Mary, is faithful right to the end. Only her and John remain to watch the Lord's suffering. Fulton Sheen highlights the fact that in the first three words from the cross, we see Jesus speaking to three different groups: his enemies who were crucifying him, sinners who had not been faithful in their life, and finally the saints who had true faith in Jesus. To each group, he gives something. He offers the enemies forgiveness, the sinners entrance into heaven. So what does he offer his saints, namely Mary and John? He gives them to one another. But there's more to it. Another reason Mary is called woman here is that she stands in as the mother of us all, just as Eve was the mother of us all. Eve's motherhood was stained by original sin, which we inherit from her and Adam, but Mary's motherhood brings us closer to Christ, who can remove that original sin. As Mary is a mother of us all, John, in a way, stands in as a representative for us, for the church. At Jesus' death, he entrusts the beloved disciple to Mary, and Mary to the beloved disciple. Fulton Sheen writes of this word that Mary's motherhood of the church and of all of us is born by sorrow for our sins. Whereas in the motherhood of Jesus, she was able to experience a birth without pain, at the cross she gives birth to the church and becomes a mother to everyone. But this time she is in extreme anguish while she watches her son suffer the humiliation of death on a cross. As Sheen notes, it was by weakness and disobedience at the foot of the tree of good and evil that Eve lost the title Mother of the Living. It is at the foot of the cross that Mary, by sacrifice and obedience, regains for us the title Mother of the Living. What a destiny to have the Mother of God as my mother and Jesus as my brother. Let's all meditate today in a special way on the role of Mary in our spiritual lives and on how we can imitate her devotion to her Son, especially her fidelity right to the end. It's not possible to love Jesus more than Mary did, but we can try. God love you.